approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Kick is in the air. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for room, it's Daniels. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you get them on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football at the same time with some bad intentions. Get that dude on the ground, man.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craven. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This is a designed run. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down. There he goes! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving. Finds a little space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He's at the tap. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Running to Green. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. How about the wheels on this A&M quarterback, channeling his inner John Football.
Man, John Football was as exciting as it gets, and college football took notice. The Aggies were talked about in the news all the time. They need that guy at that spot to return if they want to be a national championship contender again.
To the air, it's Reed. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Offense set on first down. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls it in on the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Buying some time as he moves left. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. On target to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's
running wide open down the gut of the field. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, You got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive.
Definitely, and they get the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Pulls it in. It's Bennett. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to take off, and he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The short hand, it's Bussy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Pick! Oh, what a play by this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Now the play fake. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. A run for the quarterback. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the holder, it's a fake, shuffle it to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who could run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having that dude at the QB spot.
Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Reed. Here's a heat. The throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. And That's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The give on the option. They bring him down, but not before. able to pick up the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
It's a draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. It'll come out to the 25. No. At a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got his man downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautiful.
Tight end now in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Calls calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Texas A&M 20.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Line getting set on second down. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
On the run, it's Owens.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Back to the ground with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Off the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggie! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Hey, you got to have your big boys up front, creating you some time, buying you some time, and he starts all the way on the right side, comes to the left. What do you have to see? You have to see the coverage as you come across the formation. He runs to green grass, finds space, QB leads him. Nice, big, explosive play for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Harbor. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
The jet sweep pass. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Here comes the heat. At the 35, he's got more. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man on the right. He goes out of bounds right on the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback keeps it. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To throw, it's Reed. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab on the back. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. On the move, he fires. Zips it out to his man.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Fields the punt, looking for daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Crosses to 40. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. But you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They go to the draw. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He may keep that rush honest after completing a pass earlier. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last timeout when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Oh, he's got a chance. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Smith takes the handoff. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late.